Everywhere you look right now, people are fasting, meditating, breathworking, cold plunging, practices that promise clarity, healing, and spiritual connection. And to be clear, these practices can be powerful. They regulate the nervous system. They reduce mental noise. They create calm and emotional stability. They help the body shift out of stress and into balance. That matters. Because when the nervous system settles, thinking becomes clearer. Reactivity softens. Space opens between stimulus and response. But calmness is not the same as expanded awareness. Clarity is not the same as higher consciousness. These practices can prepare the ground. They do not guarantee awakening. You can fast and still be driven by ego. You can meditate and still avoid truth. You can follow every spiritual routine and remain disconnected from your deeper knowing. Structure creates stillness. Stillness creates space. But what fills that space depends on honesty and inner alignment. I began to notice something in my own life. When things are steady inside, meditation feels natural. Movement feels energizing. Even fasting feels clear and purposeful. But when life becomes challenging, forcing discipline can feel misaligned. Sometimes alignment looks like resting. Sometimes it looks like eating to stabilize your body. Sometimes it looks like stepping back instead of pushing through. That's when I realized, spiritual practices are tools. Alignment is a state of being. True alignment isn't about performing spirituality, it's about congruence, when your inner knowing and outer actions match. Many people say fasting or meditation connects them to God, and sometimes it does. But clarity also arrives when you stop chasing constant stimulation, when solitude becomes signal instead of loneliness, when desire quiets and perception sharpens. You begin to receive instead of grasp. Insight arrives without force. Stillness becomes full rather than empty. What some call higher frequency can be understood as refinement. Less reactivity, less grasping, less fear, more presence, more openness, more coherence. And here is something important. Not fitting into popular spiritual frameworks doesn't mean you are off the path. It may mean your compass has turned inward. The real measure isn't the ritual. It's what happens after. Do you feel more present, more grounded, more honest with yourself, more whole? Because practices can calm the mind. But alignment transforms the way you live. Expanded awareness doesn't come only from embodiment. It unfolds as your being attunes to higher states of coherence, where insight, intuition, and connection flow with greater clarity.